Greetings. Today we have the fourth and final installment of Concerning the Present Sufferings from 1 Peter 1 verses 6 and 7. By reflecting, by considering, by focusing upon the future value of the present sufferings, Peter declares in verse 6 that we may have heaviness for a short season of time. But then verse 7 strongly implies that we will discover, eureka, a far greater joy when Jesus appears to fulfill his promise of eternity with him. Verse 7 also speaks of manifold or diverse temptations. You see, trials come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. Trials also come in varying quantities and frequencies. But every test that God allows to be brought into our lives is for the same purpose: to prove, that is, to put our faith to the test, to assay it, in order that we and the world can see what God already knows. Someone has observed that there is a simple litmus test to whether any trial is a positive testing of God to strengthen us, or whether it is a negative testing of Satan to defeat us. When King Saul was being put to the test of utterly destroying the Amalekites, he failed the test. He, Samuel, Israel, and all the world discovered what God already knew about Saul. Remember, Saul was the king that the people desired to have. After Saul, God gave them David, the kind of king which God wanted them to have. In the book of Job 23, verse 10, we find these words: "But he knoweth the way that I take. When he hath tried me, I shall come forth as gold." You see, Job understood this concept, that the present sufferings of his life were a trial, a temptation, a testing, and a saying of his faith in God, from which he would emerge as more refined gold. In the crucible of daily life, as God allows the heat to be slowly increased, or as he makes a portion of our life glow red hot, and then quenches us in the cool liquid to strengthen us, are we passing the test, or are we failing it? Isaiah 48:9 says, "For my name's sake will I defer my anger, and for my praise will I refrain for thee, that I cut thee not off." Verse 10 continues, "Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. For my own sake, even my own sake, will I do it. For how should my name be polluted? And I will not give my glory unto another." The 66th Psalm in verse 10, "For thou, O God, hast proved us. Thou hast tried us as silver is tried." Jeremiah chapter 7, beginning at verse 7 and going through verse 10. "Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, and whose hope the Lord is. For he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, and that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when heat cometh, but her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful or anxious in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit. The heart is deceitful above all things, and desperately wicked. Who can know it?" Here it is, verse 10, Jeremiah 17. "I, the Lord, search the hearts. I try, I put to the test, I prove, I say the reins, man's most innermost being, even to give every man according to his ways, and according to the fruit of his doings." Psalm 139, verses 23 and 4, the psalmist cries out and says, "Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting." In the final verse of the 19th Psalm, the psalmist said, "Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my Redeemer."